Welcome back, folks, to Tales of Equestria, the broken and bleeding heart. I am your host and DM, Lord Lucan, and going from right to left, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and who are you playing as?
I am Chris, and I play Summerheart, formerly the pony with no name, male Earth pony and survivor from the village of Sunnytown in the Everfree Forest. Escaped from a terrible curse that consumed every pony while outside town. He had lost all sense of happiness and never spoke a word nor showed much emotion. And he had no name and no home and no cutie mark. But despite that darkness, he was still kind and helpful and always did what was right. He eventually faced his fears and inner demons and has finally found both peace and his name along with his cutie mark.
Oh, we'll see how that piece goes, as you guys are literally in the heart of a changeling hive. Blizzard Star!
Hello, I'm Carla the Writer. I'm playing as my unicorn character, Blizzard Star, who is the brother of my previous character, Snowcon. All he wants to do is to further his magical expertise and hopefully be a inspiring hero, same as his brother did for many others.
Anything else?
Well, other than he's now the captain of the guard, thanks to Twilight Sparkle. Well, not guard, I guess Wonderbolts now?
Yeah, Wonderbolts. Yep.
Okay, couldn't remember exactly.
A unicorn is in charge of the Wonderbolts. Not only that, a unicorn who cannot fly.
Maybe it's more of a logistics and paperwork kind of deal.
Yeah, sure. Can anybody tell me what happened last time and tell me how much of a predicament you guys are currently in?
Well, previously we had to go through a battle. Luckily we survived that. We traveled a bit, encountered some beasts, but thankfully no fights there. Then, our changeling companion here just started to feel a little sensation, I believe. And we stumbled upon a changeling hive. He blended in along with Violet and Summerheart, while poor Blizzard is, well, playing the part as their prisoner.
Excellent. Anybody else like to add anything to that?
Well, for the moment, we've been trying to convert some of these changelings for the better, and we've had a little success, but it feels like there's still much more going on here, not to mention the terrible truth that they feed on little mushroom people of sorts. And things are just taking, excuse me, twists and turned into more shady places, both literally and figuratively in the hive. And yet, there's still a little light going on here with us, as well as the few who appear to have open minds and hearts.
You guys decided to go into the storage area, quote-unquote storage area, where they keep their prisoner. With you is a prisoner. Luminescence kind of takes a back seat here. Summerheart, you are currently undisguised. You chose to spend a token of friendship in order to get a disguise person. Don't forget, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody gets 5 tokens of friendship.
Noted.
So far, you've come across nothing but like normal changelings, right? Common guards and stuff like that. Someone approaches you. Clearly much more distinct than those that are following. He has a bit of armor on him, if you look closely. You know that these are like royal guards that are designed specifically to protect the hive. They've been genetically or bred for a single purpose, and that is to protect the hive. You guys know that these are not your common changelings that work around and mine and protect and simply do the manual labor. This is a dedicated true guard. He approaches you, his mouth watering as he stares at poor Blizzard Star. He says, "Yes, fresh food. It is good that you have brought more."
We are visitors from another hive. This one is our captive.
Okay, so to be clear, I need you to roll me a mind before you say that. Okay, yes, you definitely know that changelings are very, very protective and territorial. Due to your fairly decent disguise kits and luminescence, who's been able to provide you guys cover, you would say that you are part of this hive, not part of an outside hive. Because
All right.
if you are part of the outside hive, you are a threat, right? So you are blending in with the locals, right?
Okay, so they do not. So even the changelings don't get along, even in various hives.
Yeah, think of them as ants.
And bees.
Yeah, bees too. Yeah, bees. I mean, they'll tolerate each other, but you would realize quickly that there would be conflict should you voice your concerns about, yeah, we're from a different hive, you know? That would raise the alarm. So you think of these guys are very, very, very much like ants. You know how you have soldiers, you have workers, you have the queen, you have, very, very bug-like. And even
so then again,
luminescence has changed and transformed. So also remember that he is not his bright luminescent self, right? He is actually one of the darker, more grotesque insect-like creatures.
The remaining question is it proper to ask or do they even try to make demands to enter certain chambers?
So you have declared yourself as guards as well. Okay? That is your current social status. That's how the common changelings view you right now. This, however, is not a common changeling. This is actually a royal guard who's confronted.
Indeed.
They are designed to protect the hives from intruders. And since you've been carrying a prisoner with you, this one is starting to inquire, yes, food, fresh food, bring him inside so that we may cocoon him. We may feed upon him. What do you do?
Well, obviously I don't want that to happen. So the other question is, why did we agree to come this way? Why did Luminescence want to come this way in the first place?
Well, you do have a prisoner with you. That's where prisoners are usually stored. This is the storage area.
Luminescence, I think, was really premature for us to come in completely unprepared. With not all of us looking like changelings.
To be fair, last session I keep poking on, hey, maybe we should talk privately about this. Ooh.
That's the problem, we can't.
Right. You are currently being followed by changelings. Common changelings who have been converted onto your side. They're kind of following you guys around. There's not a lot of them, right? Not compared to the swaths, the clear swaths of changelings. So you can see currently in your position, right, crawling on the roofs and ceiling, stuff like that, are changelings. Little holes dug into the side of the rock that's around you. There are changelings staring at you. Some of them are salivating, looking at poor Blizzard Star, ready to feed upon him. As soon as he's cocooned.
Granted, Luminescence came here also to hopefully enlighten them and to share friendship as being the alternative. Question is how to word that properly.
Don't
Because
forget this
in
one's
character-
more of a challenge. It's not the normal type of changelings that you can encounter so far. This is actually the
Indeed.
first, probably decent resistance you've come across.
Indeed.
Not saying that you
And-
can't overcome them. It's just the dice have increased.
Well,
If you know
in
what I
character, I can't think of a darn thing to say.
Well, I think I might have a solution. You could try and persuade the guard that your prisoner is a bit more valuable than just any other ponies to be taken directly to the queen.
This prisoner is special.
Oh? What's so special about this prisoner?
Okay.
Captain of the Wonderbolts.
Okay. Help me out here. Out of character.
I know. I was just Yankee though. But
I can't
out of character.
I can't remember everything out of character to incorporate in character here.
Right.
He's
right. Okay. Out of
he's a-
character.
He's a leader. He's a leader of ponies.
Mhm.
Roll me a charm. So you're trying to convince this changeling, this royal guard, this is a prisoner of consequence. You die 8. Ooh, 6. He says, very well. All you must do is go back the way you came, and go to the queen's chamber. You know
All
which way
right.
it is, don't you, guard?
Hmm.
Behind them, you can see hundreds of sacks. Some of them are open, some of them are closed. Inside them are shapes, figures.
Hmm.
Go back the
And
way
again,
you came,
a clever-
guard.
Yeah,
Go to the queen
clever-
and speak to her.
yes, a clever. I'm trying to think of a clever excuse as to why I can't remember my way to the queen. One such thought is I've been outside in the world for a little while.
Ooh.
The question is, will that work as
Out
reasonable?
of character, I think I might have an idea here. You could
Well, again,
probably.
Again,
you could
speak up.
probably, You could. You could say, "Oh, I wish I could remember, but unfortunately, this pony here, as you tug on that the bondage on Blizzard, messed up my head a little with its magic. So, would it be fair if you could remind my head, or at least remind me?"
Sure.
Okay. The premise is, while I was capturing this pony, I took a kick to the head, and my memory is a little fuzzy from the result.
Roll me a charm.
Okay. And I will actually I will have to spend 3 tokens to make it an automatic success because the chances of getting an 8 are 1 in 8.
Or an 8 or 7 to make them reroll.
Mhm.
1 and
Well,
4.
the chances are slim.
Okay.
I know when my odds are against me. I know when the odds are against me.
Sure.
So I
Tell
will-
me how the power of friendship Yeah. Tell me how the power of friendship convinces this changeling to assist you.
I simply explained that, yeah, this unicorn was a tough one to take down. And like I said, he gave me a kick to the head. He also blasted me with some of his magic. As a result, my memory's still recovering from the incident.
Oh, a strong one is this one. I will assist you. He turns and looks at one of the common changelings around. He's like, "You there, you take my spot as I escort them to the queen. These should not be left alone by themselves." And the lesser changeling like says, "Yes, sir, of course, of course." Says, "Follow me to the royal chambers." He begins guiding. He looks at the other changeling. He's like, "Why are these changelings not working at their post?"
They are particularly curious about this unicorn we've captured.
Curiosity does not mean that they should stop working. He's about ready to threaten the changelings that are been following.
Tell the Royal Guard that you asked for them particularly because you want to make absolute sure this pony here doesn't do anything brass like trying to escape.
They are the ones I wish to accompany us with this captive pony. I have asked them to accompany us, indicating violet luminescence as changelings and Blizzard Star as the captive pony.
Roll me a charm.
I would like.
Wow, really? Wow. Something. This changeling isn't going to give up so easily. He seems to be like, wait a second. Why is there? Yeah. Rolled an 8.
Again, I would have to spend 3 tokens to make an automatic success, which would also be an 8, but that would be a roll-off.
Well, did you roll first? You got to roll first.
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
you got 4, and you got the 8.
Okay. It's like
I have to spend 3 more tokens to make it. Well, I would spend 3 tokens to make it an automatic success.
The Royal Guard seems to be impressed. He's like, a wise choice. Although I would have gotten rid of their guards, it makes sense to have other changelings escort you. He says, get in line. Follow me.
Blizzard decides to try to really sell the story behind it and just says, yeah, laugh it out when you can, bug boy.
I nudge, I then hiss at him as both a don't make things worse and don't antagonize them. Remember what we're here for. That kind of hiss.
But hey, you have to make sure you're selling it.
Same time, I'm also trying to don't make things worse by antagonizing a royal guard.
He snickers at this as he's like, yes, keep this one alive. This one will do and feed the queen well. He begins leading you down dark chambers. You notice and stumble across what appears to be several guards protecting an area. But as this royal guard kind of does like a secret handshake, you guys easily slept right through, with prisoner in tow. You make it to what appears to be some sort of giant, massive egg chamber after winding down a massive corridor. It is here that you find massive stairways leading up. So actually, we'll just do this. Give me a second here. Is there anything that you wish to do in the egg chamber as we're going through?
I, for one, cannot see anything yet.
You see eggs on the walls. everywhere. Geez,
Our tokens are not our tokens. I do not see our tokens yet.
Okay, give me a second. Down this massive chamber, he leads you. There we go.
Okay, there we go. There we are.
You guys are heading up and around. You pass the guards. You make it to the egg chamber. This is a massive chamber, approximately 100 feet across by 100 feet across. You see these glowing orbs with life inside of them. You see changeling guards, normal guards, not the royal guards that is currently you are being escorted, but they are currently tending to the life and changes that are currently being formed. Is there anything that you'd like to do here as you're going through the massive chamber?
I can't think of anything.
You head up to the royal nursery. Or not nursery, the royal chamber. Up a flight of stairs, you reach. You are greeted what appears to be a massive fungus that are massive in structure. In the distance, you can see glowing eyes of the royal guard staring at you. In the middle appears to be some sort of obelisk with a chamber, with a throne and chamber illuminated by background by green lights. You feel? See everything. It is hauntingly beautiful in an ugly and barren way. Okay. What do you do as you enter into the Queen's chamber? He says, "Be careful here. Your words might be your last." He's addressing Blizzard Star. However, you feel like these words also fall upon everyone else. What do you do as you enter into the Queen's chambers?
I would first think, do we wait for the Queen to bid us come forward, or do we announce ourselves, or does she already, either she already knows we are here and we are expected to wait for her to bid us come forth, or do we announce ourselves and then wait for her to respond?
So, you know not to keep the Queen in the middle of the floor waiting. She calls out to you in a harsh, crackling voice. "Who goes there?"
It is us, Your Majesty. And I would see a name to come up. What was the name I come up with again? Body part, insect body part. Because that's usually what the changelings, most of them have their names after. Yeah, thorax, phalanx, oculus.
Come forth.
Mandible. Labrum. What is a good labrum, mandible? Mandible. Yeah, like a word that denotes strength, like bugs.
Come forth and address your queen, little one.
Yeah, mandible. Yeah, mandible. I'll just go with mandible for the moment.
Okay.
Mandible is changeling name. It is I, Mandible. And then I would wait for the others to... I would expect the others to announce themselves. Luminescence, Violet with whatever name she has. And if the two changelings have names...
The changelings approach, right? Just, oh mighty queen, we have brought you substance.
I would come forth with Lizard Star and the others.
Up above the chambers, you can see two massive shapes flanking the queen. Something that you have never seen before. Alien and strange, even to those who are familiar. The changelings in front of you kind of quiver and shake as the two shapes move in the darkness. My wonderful subjects, what have you brought me? Mandible, you say? Come forth, Mandible.
Yeah, come. See whichever. Okay, there it is.
You begin ascending the stairs, noticing that there are creatures. They're hideous.
There's
almost
there's the
10 times your size. Not 10 times. 4 times your size in both weight and mass. These creatures mash their mandibles at you. It says, what is your name?
Mandible, Your Majesty.
Interesting. Oh, clearly you're not a chain.
Your Majesty?
Well, what are you? Roll me a mind, by the way. Oh yeah, she sees through you, disguise. You rolled a 7, she got an 8. She already is looking at you like, yeah.
No, he got a 10.
Oh, you got a 10?
Yeah.
Who got a 7?
That was the Changeling Royal Guard's charm attempt versus what I did earlier, and then I spent 3 tokens to turn it into something else, I believe.
This was for your disguise.
No.
For something earlier. That was for something earlier.
We see the Queen's Changeling's mind an 8, and Summerheart mind, he rolled a 10.
So to be clear, Bryce, this was your disguise at the beginning. So you fooled everybody else until you arrived at the Queen. But the Queen is currently staring at you and seeing right through your disguise.
How is she doing that? The Queen's mind roll of an 8 is allowing her to see through my disguise.
Well, on the disguise roll, as you recall at the very beginning, not this session, but this previous session, you had a 7. So to be clear, you had a chance to fool her, but she can see through your disguise.
I'm looking. I am checking here. All the way.
Clearly, you are not a changeling. What are you? What I am is of little consequence, Your Majesty.
what I bring to you is great.
Oh, you bring me gifts, do you?
Yes, Your Majesty. We bring you a great gift. One that will bring about change for all the hive if you accept. Change for the better. Change for a greater goodness. We bring change for the changeling to make you greater and better. That is the gift we bring.
Romeo Cha-cha-cha. As you're trying to convince her you are not foe, you're a friend. This is a skill challenge, by the way.
Indeed.
She's staring at you. She still doesn't know what you are. To be clear, she just knows that you're not changeling.
Right. I will have to again spend 3 tokens because my charm is only a D8.
Okay.
I would have to spend 3 tokens to turn this into a success.
Ooh. Okay, that's a 1 out of 3. She says, "Interesting. Tell me more."
We will not only tell you, Your Majesty. We will show you. You will see it, and I make a polite bow and join the others. And I look to Luminescence, Violet, Blizzard Star, as well as the 2 other changelings. As you have seen, I just point at the 2 of them with the exception of the 1 Royal Guard. As each of you have seen us do, join us now together in showing our queen what this has done for you. And I just basically come around me, indicating Luminescence, Violet, Blizzard, and the 2 changelings with having that openness of heart.
The Royal Guard does not follow. Stands off to the side, kind of confused, like, what is this queen talking about? Sure, and what do you show this queen?
To come together in a group hug, and opening our hearts to that oneness of love, friendship, and harmony we have with each other, and let it shine like a light from the inside out. I bid them all to.
These are the common changes. They're die 4. So you're trying to show them, convert them over.
We've already shown them a little bit already.
Yes, but you want to show the queen, right? You want to transform them into their actual colorful selves. There'll be 2 rolls, so maybe it's their charm. 1, 2. Don't forget, you guys can help and assist each other. The DC is currently 4.
This is where I would call on. Yeah, I'm calling on Luminescence, Violet, and even Blizzard Star to join together in on this.
Well, one problem with that. Blizzard is still bound.
He doesn't have to be freed to join in. He can still join in on the group hug. Considering that was what the 3 founders of Equestria did. They were frozen from the waist down, but they were still able to come together in friendship and harmony.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought I was like chained to my booze. But
you don't have to use your legs to join in.
The DC is 5. You have to overcome their charm in order to transform them to the colorful change.
Well, Blizzard is gonna help out his friend, so that would be an upgraded dice?
Yep.
Okay.
The question is, how many upgrades can I get?
You only get 1.
You only get one, okay. All right, because I was wondering if upgrades could stack from depending on how many there were involved.
Nope. There's only one.
Okay, so just the one.
Nice, excellent. These changelings transform into the colorful shapes that you all recognize and your own. They will be represented by thorax as change. They transform into their colorful selves as you do this. Now I need you to roll me a charm against the queen to say that this is what she wants, right? So go ahead and roll me a charm. And once again,
and this is where I'm calling on all of them to join me together in this. We're starting with it's like that figurative light from our hearts that's going on out.
Excellent.
Oh, we got you.
Oh, actually, that's nice. That's nice. Got to roll against that 8.
All right, so I got first the basic roll here.
So first time she was successful. You rolled your.
Here we go. Here's the first roll.
You see it's,
and I will have to spend 3 tokens to make it a success because again the odds. I would have to roll either a 9 or a 10 to succeed.
She seems impressed, right? You got 3. You got 2 out of 3, right? 2 out of 3. She says, "Tell me about these new ways." A hive should always change with the seasons, and if this is the new path my hive must take, I am interested.
These two are the first who have seen this, Your Majesty.
I think this is like where she comes down off her throne, right? Not necessarily all high, but she approaches the others, right? She looks at them and she lifts their wings and reviews their vehicles. And she says, "This is fascinating. This reminds me of the other pony."
Your Majesty?
Of course. We were visited by another pony. Although she was dark in color, she had ideas much like your own. She had enlightened us just as you are today. What was her name? What was it?
I do not interrupt her. I simply listen and give her time to think.
Oh, Des. Her name was Des.
Yes. I do not say that name out loud.
She was a young pony, but no more than a filly. She had a dark mane. She came and spoke and told us some secrets, much like the ones that you are showing me here. She showed me how to make changeling over here. She gestures for the 2 roots to come down off her tongue.
Okay.
Unlike the changelings that are beautiful and colorful, these are monstrous and grotesque. Yes, Des was the one that showed me how to create them.
Hang on. In my mind, I am thinking, Des, if that's the way it's spelled, deceit. Yes. I think I may have figured it out.
She showed me many things, much like you are showing me today. Why should I follow your ways instead of this? You're both ponies, after all.
The question is, how can I confirm this, that this was indeed the element of deceit?
Should we not see which one is more powerful? Your changelings versus my overlords. I think that would be the best way to resolve this structure.
Question. I need to confirm. I'm fairly sure that this was indeed deceit, but the question is how to confirm that as indeed the truth. But then again, yeah, that's the thing about deceit. Deceit is lies, and the way to defeat lies is to speak the truth. And I want to make sure that this is indeed the truth. I cannot.
Blizzard then decides to speak up and said, "Power isn't everything."
Falsehoods are not the same as deceit, but they are equally misleading. I need to know for sure that this was indeed deceit. And the trouble with, and like I said, the way to fight deceit is with the truth. So the question is, what are truths that we can use against deceit? The truth that
again,
the truth that our ways promote harmony. Our ways promote harmony. They promote love. They promote friendship. I will simply speak.
This is not what we need in the Changeling Kingdom. We are thriving, growing. We need more food, more land. What you are offering is not what I seek. I seek more. Much more.
Well, Blizzard will just say this. Again, power isn't everything. And from how you're going to destroy yourselves. What will happen if you don't have any more land? No more ponies to feed on. Well, what then? Everything runs out eventually. But this...
and grow stronger.
And you're just dooming yourself to repeat that cycle.
The
new changeling. She caresses the ugly roots next to her. I need you guys to roll me mind as they stare at you in the darkness. Summerheart. You quickly realize that these changelings right here do not feed off of love and emotion, but they feed on flesh and blood. These are not the changelings that you think they are.
Okay, so they are not changelings, or they were once changelings but have since turned into something.
With your critical success, you know for certain there's something dark and ominous going on here. These changelings are not natural in any sense of the way. They have been corrupted in some sense by some form of disharmony.
I will point out the truth to the Queen that these two changelings are not what they are. That they are as you described them. I will speak the truth.
Excellent. Bring your charm as you attempt to convince her that this is not the way forward.
And I will simply add. I will indicate the two changelings here with us that have changed. This is the better way. The way how they have become now. They no longer have to feed on others. They simply they have found it in their own hearts. They have discovered that when we open our hearts to others in love and friendship, that is what sustains them. That is what gives them not only life, but it also gives them happiness. I add that in my little speech. First, these are creatures that are leading you astray, and the two with us, they are the start of what can be a greater and happier life for everyone. Okay, so there's that, and I'm going to need help from my friends, and in case I fail, I will need 2 tokens of friendship from some pony else. So here's my first attempt at doing a roll to see if I can do it on my own. And with the upgrade, if I get a 7, 8, 9, or 10, then we're in good shape there.
Oh, no.
No. Hold on. I got you, Summer. Take 3 of my tokens.
Okay.
2. I have 1. I will just need 2.
Oh, man. That's
so better to give you 3 tokens.
Yes.
That way you still have an extra 1.
And I will use I will use the 3 tokens and make that an automatic success.
Excellent. 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 Tell me how the power of friendship, right? You have the royal guards. You have the queen, all staring hungrily at you, overshadowed by these 2 monstrous overlords staring down at you. Whether
they are beings of deceit, I don't know. But I do speak. But if they are, I still speak the truth of the fact that they are not normal changelings, that they have been corrupted by something dark and sinister, and where you changelings used to feed on love and the emotion of others, these ones feed on blood and bodies. That is not your way, even before they came. But in contrast, we offer you this gift, that of friendship and love, which these two have seen and felt, and we give it to you if you would accept it. We ask you to accept it. Accept the light of love and friendship in our hearts. And that is when I make that speech and call on the power of friendship to reach out and touch the hearts of the queen, the guards, everyone. Hopefully, as many in this room will feel it, all for the better.
That's right. When they start to change, right? The changelings begin to change. Their wings become like a silver lining, begin to shine. However, as they begin to change, you notice that these 2 massive creatures become infuriated that they would side with you. And that's why I need you to roll me body as they begin to attack the queen.
And I will spend my last token to re-roll in the hopes of getting a better body, and in this case, I would protect the queen.
Well, I don't think anybody was expecting this.
Well, I will try to leap forward and protect the queen. The question is, can I use my talent, my cutie mark, because my talent is protecting others. My body is already maxed out, though. Is there any way I can boost it even more?
Summerheart, what'd you get? 14?
Hang on, let me check. That was simply, I was adding in my cutie mark with my talent. So yeah, it would be a 14.
I got a 3.
I'm throwing in my cutie mark, my special talent of protecting others to protect the queen. So I would basically do what I could to protect her. I would shield her.
Because of your fast reaction, Summerheart, you see the changeling overlords. Instead of going for you hungrily, they seem to be going for the queen. It's your turn as you see them raising their claws to attack the queen. What do you do?
I would immediately respond by kicking out at that one.
Which one?
And
There's 2 of them.
2.
Both flanking the queen.
I will do what I can. I will position myself in what way I can. Actually, no. I will grab her and attempt to throw her over here.
Sure.
I will attempt to just drag her out of their attack.
Excellent.
Okay, and I will.
She's surprised that this is going to happen.
I'm just throwing her out of danger.
Sure. Everybody receives 1 token of friendship as you guys complete this task.
Okay, so
as you change the heart of the changeling, you easily over. Where would you like to put her? Take her and toss her. Where you toss her?
Right here, or over here. Even if I can throw her even further away from as far as I can from these 2, as far as I can in the opposite direction.
3 squares.
So that would be 1, 2, and then 3 right there.
Excellent.
So yeah, I just throw her as far as I can from these 2 giant changelings and get her safely out of danger.
Range. Are you going to move in?
Protect. Yep. Changelings to us, protect your queen. Let's rally up those who believe in us.
Surprised by the sudden movement as you literally take the queen and throw her behind you, the changeling overlords have a lovely selection of targets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 2. So enraged, the changelings, both of them move towards the changelings that have already been fully changed, and then they just begin beating the crap out of them.
Oof.
As soon as to show off their power, they move over to the ones that are nearest, and not looking at you guys, they just start smashing down this poor changeling. That's an 8. So the changeling defends himself. It's common. Defend yourself, changeling. Okay. As a horrible, terrible sign, you see these massive beams descend upon this poor changeling. I think they were going for the queen at first, right? But then they overshoot her as you're throwing her behind it, and this poor changeling, right? He is knocked unconscious as they just begin beating the crap out of him. The queenling hisses suddenly as she sees this, and she's on your side, and she says, "Defend me! Defend the hive!" She begins instructing the changeling guards to attack the overlord. Blizzard Star, it's your turn.
Alright, first off, I'm going to get these bloody bandages out of me.
Sure. I believe you have a trick thing, so you just move it, right? Counts as your move. What do you do?
Oh wait, I can still use my language.
Action.
Blast away, Blizzard Star. I'm right with you, and I'll provide muscle. You throw in the magic, I'll throw in the muscle.
With pleasure. This is where Blizzard will start using his ice magic against the beast in front of him.
Sure. Go ahead. Ooh, 18. Solid hit. Let's see, it defends itself. Oh, wow. Defends itself. Holy crap. Upgrade dice. Not that upgrade. Takes 18 points of damage as it begins to freeze. It screams in rage as you would dare strike at it. Oops.
Yeah, but we do pretty easily.
It's the other changelings that they leaping over its companions. It fights, right? It smacks it with its hooves, trying to protect the queen. Changeling comment. So this is the site you see. You know that Goliath beetles, and then you see the whole hive start to descend upon you, right? It's a dive. Itself, it's upgraded. It defends itself. The royal guards. There's, you know how ants overwhelm something.
I've seen bees attack a wasp.
Right. So this is that site where you see all the royal guards just start sending upon them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Guard. There's 12 rolls here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For 8, there's 1. Oh, just 1 upgrade? Okay, well, still could work. One upgrade. An 8, okay, well. Overlord. Might work. Might not. All these changelings stockpile this one that's injured. It falls unconscious under the mass of changeling bodies. Knocks it unconscious. You see the full might of the hive as it descends upon the poor overlord. Summerheart, is your turn as one of them starts crawling off, right? Attacking the weak points. It is your turn. One is still up as it is fully healthy. What do you do?
Well, I will join up there, and actually, I'm going to take a position there so I can help protect this other one by making myself a bit of a target and joining in the other changelings in attacking this one. I will just attempt to do a mighty kick at it.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
It takes 11 points of damage. It turns. It has a lovely selection here. 11, 12, 13. 12 will be Summer. Maybe. It takes a swipe at one of the changelings. It's enraged, right? His companion falls down. It literally falls down on itself. Everybody gets an upgraded dice against this creature. As it's stumbling over him.
I will attack.
The queen continues to bark orders. It's take it out, take it out. Blizzard Star, it's your turn.
Decided to be a little creative this time and use some fire magic to burn the last overlord.
Sure.
Don't burn. Are you sure that's a good idea in the hive?
Don't forget it is currently swarmed with.
Yeah, you don't want to burn the changelings.
Yeah, good point. I'll just stick with my cryo magic then.
Sure.
Just make sure you don't freeze them.
I'm just gonna freeze the Overlord.
It's magic, man. It's magic. Excellent. It's okay. Defends itself. Oh wow. Okay. Defends itself. So okay. Tell me how this creature like starts resisting, right? Your cryomancy. Tell me how it just like keels over as you freeze it, and it just like shrivels up on itself.
Well, I just use my magical abilities, and knowing that I'm protecting not only my friends but the changelings, I decided to not go easy on the Overlord.
Excellent. We are now officially out of combat as you quickly dispatch the two Overlords. What do you guys do now?
With them out, with the danger dealt with, I will approach the one that has fallen, and I will apply my healing touch, demonstrating a temporary gift that I bring from the heart.
Do it. Tell me how you fully mend this change. This is one of the first converts, by the way, right?
Yep, that was the thing. He was one of the first two, and he did his duty in helping to protect the queen. And I was not going to lose him so easily, since he was one of the first two. Where I'm not going to let one of these two die like that so quickly. So I touch him, and immediately there's that beautiful warmth that starts in the heart and just flows outward like a beautiful glowing light.
It opens its eyes, thanks you for saving it. The changeling smiles at you, and they all stare at you like and wonderfully, right? As like this is the first time that they've seen healing magic and the wonders of friendship. The queen comes up to you and says, "Thank you, my friends. I don't know what would have happened had we continued down that dark path."
We are grateful, Your Majesty. We are grateful to have come.
She smiles warmly at you. She says, "You must teach me more about this friendship."
The question is, how can the Thorax himself said, out of character, Thorax said he would attempt to go back and be the first one to voice them. How can we role play this out to explain that we have our own quest, but these two here, they can help you and have all the time in the world to do so. Not to mention, if Athena is definitely not coming back, it would also work for Luminescence to stay with the Hive. And Luminescence and these two other changelings, they can be the ones to help you learn more and have all the time in the world to do so. How does that work out for you, Blizzard Star? Does that sound like an agreeable, sensible course of action to role play out?
Well, I'll admit that is a good scenario, but again, that's only if Athena will join us again or not. Don't know what's going on there, but hey, if stuff is happening, that's just how it is. As for just in case he does come back, I would keep another scenario as a backup where we tell the queen we appreciate the offer, but we still have our own journeys and our own adventures. And then Blizzard would point to the two changelings and just say, those two, we taught them a little bit. Let them show you how they did it, and you can explore and learn more creative ways. It only takes 1 and 2 to start something wonderful.
Even one or even two, even one person who has seen goodness can make a difference. Having two is even better. The question, so the thing is, how will that work out then? So that will how can we address both scenarios for in-character role play based on whether Athena chooses to come back? We would make those statements saying we have our own, we are on a quest of our own, but Luminescence and these two can definitely stay and teach you. How does that work out for you, Lucan?
That sounds wonderful. Either way that works. So I approve.
I will simply explain that as very politely and respectfully to the Queen that we do have our own quest, but again, there are those who can definitely help you learn more, and they have no reason to go anywhere. And as far as I know, they have no reason to go anywhere else. They'll be free here to stay and help you as much as you and every changeling here needs. So that is where we will make our explanations to the Queen there. And then it'll, depending on Luminescence can do changelings, or if Athena never comes back, this I think would be the perfect outcome for Luminescence to part ways with us and stay with this hive and teach them. So, depending on what Athena does to come. For the moment, I'm thinking that I'm going with the latter. The Athena is just not how it is. So I'm going to go with that one and then have the latter one of Luminescence still accompanying us, leaving these two changelings to teach the hive.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Yeah. Well, that's where. So in that case, I will simply go with that for the moment. Luminescence, I think that this is probably where our paths may have to part ways. You've been a dear friend to us as a team, but the call of this hive was certainly very strong. And while I was initially unsure of what would happen, I now understand that it was indeed a good thing that you answered it. And I believe that you can do much good to these changelings here. And then I look to the other two, not to mention that you won't be alone in teaching these changelings. You got your two new friends here. I'm sure, and I look to them. I know that you two will do well with Luminescence in teaching them what you have discovered. And I wish you both the best of friendship with Luminescence here.
Well, it sounds reasonable to me. Does everybody else agree that this may or may not happen?
Yeah, this is going to be...
This is kind of awkward, right? It's kind of a little strange, but we're doing the best we can with what we got. So I approve. Does anybody have anything else to add?
Well, there's one question that I need to ask Summerheart. Can you please get these these bindings off of me now?
I thought you broke 3 of them during the fight, out of character.
Well, Lucan said that would count as an action, so I decided against it and just used that.
I thought he said that counted as a move action, and your attack was a separate action.
Oh, I thought.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Your move action was to remove the ropes, and your action was to attack.
I probably didn't hear it because Discord was messing up again.
Was that the correct course of process, Lucan?
Oh, no worries. So what does the party do now that the situation is resolved?
Well, like I said,
For luminescence, you're supposed to be the changeling, supposed to convert them. They will slowly convert over time, depending on what happens, if he's here or not. If he stays, they will convert. If not, it'll take him longer. So, what does the party do now?
well, in this scenario, we've said our goodbyes to luminescence and to all the changelings, and bid Her Majesty and all these changelings, may they live a much happier, more fulfilling existence than they ever had in all of their life before those two arrived, and so forth. May they have...
Hold on. Before we go anywhere, we should probably free those ponies that we saw back there in the storage room.
So as they have discovered, right, how to feed off of love instead of mushrooms and ponies and everybody else, the mushrooms are free. The prisoners, the animals that have been gathered, have all been free and set loose. They begin forming a relationship with the mushrooms that they used to eat, and they begin giving them the farms of which they can live off of and feed off of the love that they share with the mushrooms. The animals around here no longer fear the changelings anymore and actually come to love and accept their new caretakers. Although this is like a dilapidated and destroyed hive, it becomes lush with bioluminescent plants, and the whole hive changed.
Might as well. We'll stay a little while to make sure that things are indeed in order and that they are going in a good direction. We'll stay here just for a little bit, just to make sure of that. And once we're sure of things going in the right direction, then we will take our leave in friendship.
Excellent. Although these changelings don't fully change, right? Not like they do like for luminescence or anything. They still keep their darker hue, as if touched by some other force. Constant reminder.
Well, if we can trust that in time, with patience, they will discover it on their own. It's one of those things. Some change does not happen overnight. After all, we remembered that not all of the changelings in Thorax's hive immediately did. His own brother was initially reluctant at first, but the fact that he always loved his brother Thorax, and of course he was also troubled by the thing that he felt that his duty as a protector and a guard was no longer needed. That was one of his other reluctancies. But he later came to discover that there will always be some kind of monsters or threats to the changeling hive, and he can still take pride in being a protector and still change as he did. Larynx, I think that was what his name was.
Yeah.
So eventually, change can happen. It just doesn't always happen overnight. Some change just takes time, but we trust that with luminescence and the others, it will happen for the good. We've shown them the way. It's a bit like the whole Prime Directive thing. We've shown them, and now that they're on that path,
it's up to them.
We've shown them the light, and with luminescence and the changelings, we know that we believe that they will be all right.
Do you guys discard your disguise?
Oh, I do not. I will remove my disguise. I will no longer. I will reveal myself to be an earth pony.
But you guys
And I
are friends.
also-
It doesn't matter what you look like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Everybody obtain. Northern Changeling Tribe. Changelings, you get a reputation of friendly. Luminescence, you would get, what is this?
Northern.
So that means you get increased dice when dealing with change in the north.
Okay, bonus. North Changeling.
Everybody gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tokens of friendship for completing this quest.
Alrighty.
I'll make a note in essence. You now have esteem. Yeah. As you guys are friendly, luminescence is esteem.
Alrighty.
Which means that you get 2 upgrades if you're. Okay. Anything else here? Gets 5, 40. Cool. Anything else while we're here?
I cannot think of anything else. Things appear to have been set in good order. They appear to be on the right path. We will leave them to discover that on their own, in their own way.
Resources that you are here, underground resources that you could ask for, request, like bioluminescent lanterns. You can get anything from the common item list. Shoulders. You can get armor here, changeling armor. You can get books. You can get buckets. You can get cards. You can get clock. Anything on the list you could ask for, except for, once again, unique items. Anything changeling specific. Nothing specific.
Well, it would be some kind of simple memento.
You could get changeling armor here.
Okay.
Specific.
Okay, I'm thinking about that as a memento since I got the yak scar from Yakistan. Changeling armor would be an interesting addition for me to wear. Combined with other than that, I have all basic necessities of survival. When it comes to light, I just stick by you, Blizzard, and you use your unicorn light whenever we need, because we always stick close by anyway. So I trust you to be able to handle that, and Violet being a unicorn as well. So I have no need for any personal illumination, and as far as other necessities go, I've got all that. So I will just get some changeling armor as a memento of our experience here.
They give it to you for free as a gift for showing them the way.
Okay.
It would be a headpiece, and it would be a chest piece.
Right.
Both would be considered light armor. The damage reduction is 1 on both of them.
Damage reduced by 1 when worn.
Does not affect flight. It does not affect perception.
Okay. Which is perfectly fine by me, since I can neither fly, and since I'm not a unicorn, it would not have one of those spell failure percentages like they do in D&D and Pathfinder. So yeah, I got the changeling armor. All right.
And then we can move back to the overland map. Does anybody want to buy anything else here? or requests?
Again, I'm good as far as other necessities go.
And we can mark this as the change. There, change. Okay. All right. You guys are currently right here. How many days do you think that was? How long do you guys stay?
I would just stay for 1 day.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that things are good and everything's set up.
You're leaving first light the next day.
Sounds about right, yes.
Excellent. You guys now have sleds given and provided to you by Equestria. You can now move twice as fast over snow due to the sleds.
We've been doing. Trying to get to the Gift Giver's Lodge as soon as possible.
They will tell you where they are. The Giver's Lodge is right here. You are on the right path. Go ahead. Move yourself twice and roll the 2d20s for the day shift.
I will make these first. We'll go there, and then we will go there. I will make these first 2 rolls.
Nothing happens. Go ahead. At night, where the shifts.
I don't mind either the first or the last shift.
Sure. Roll me a 2d20s.
Okay, since it's my shift, I will do it.
Once again, nothing happens. The weather changes. So what happens? Not the 1. Nope, it's fine. It's partly snowy. Not a lot of snow. It's not a blizzard. It's just partly snow. It is the next day. What do you do?
We continue on going.
Move twice. Roll me 2d20s as you roll.
Allow me to roll these 2.
And you, Blizzard, you move the token this time as well.
1, 2.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's on the first one. Oh, it's the mountains right here. This is where it's natural one.
And during those, I can only do it once per session, not once per day. I hate it when that happens.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, it's not bad. Definitely not bad. Be here. Yeah, that's the mountain. That's where we'll be.
So fine. But then again, days have passed, so a few days have passed, so stamina also returns.
Roll me a here as I move you guys.
Stayed for another days.
Guys are out. Let's see what you guys got. You are trapped. And you stumble across. You roll a natural 1. It means that story time / something horrible has happened. I need everybody to roll the mind. And then I need a dice roll. Roll me a D9. Wait.
D9.
7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's 10. D10.
I will make the D10 roll.
Yeah. 6. Really? Okay. On a natural one, gotta be something bad. I guess this is bad. Nobody will believe you. They'll believe you. Everybody roll me mine. Yep.
We did roll mines, or do we need to do it again?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Everybody sees them. She has rolled so well. As you're coming down the mountain, you see what appears to be 3 creatures. You quickly recognize them as they are playing in the snow. They're small, white, and fuzzy with giant antlers. You quickly recognize them. Velvet. You identify them as snow jackalopes. You've heard of myths and legends of these creatures, of jackalopes. This is the first time you've seen them. What do you do as they do it? These are animals. To die for. Okay, yeah, they spot you and start running off as quickly as they see you.
Well, I do not pursue them, but I would since I got some parchment and quill, I would write down, I would write down day, I'm just going to use XY as a variable for whatever. Sending
jackalopes. What the natural
something I thought only existed. Jackalopes. They very no attempt. It's true. Professor. Yep. Day XY, we were descending the mountains when we saw something I thought only existed in myth. We saw snow jackalopes playing in the snow. They scurried off when they noticed us, however. We made no attempt to pursue them, but it is truly amazing that we saw such creatures. Professor Fluttershy would be amazed.
Excellent. That triggers something else. Okay. Night approaches you as you are now out on the open plains. What do you do as you make camp that night?
I said to Blizzard, based on what you said, Lucan, do you think any pony back at the school will believe what we saw, Blizzard?
It's hard to believe, but at least we got a chance. Maybe we can tell Professor Fluttershy we saw some.
She's always been one to take a delight in such creatures. If anything, we at least have an idea of now. We at least now have an idea of where they live. So in case she ever wanted to come up here to investigate for herself, we could easily point her in the general direction and just hope that she would be successful. Granted, even if no pony did believe us, at least we know for ourselves.
Yeah, and honestly, not really much for the whole, hey, look at us deal.
Granted, it would be shameful if anyone would call us liars. Granted, that does not seem fitting for any of us. If anything, they would probably say that we were just seeing things or it was our imagination and just laugh it off as something in our heads. But I would not hold it against any pony if they did. Anyway, I'll take first watch tonight or the last watch, whichever you prefer.
Let's go with you for the first watch. Well, I'll take the first watch.
2d20s.
Okay, let's have Violet Shy. If you can hear us, please roll 2d20s.
Be like that. Let's copy and paste that. Through. Just not notes.
Violet Shy, please roll. There you go. Very good.
18. Something happens at the beginning. You guys are on the
And I'll just move the token this time. Let's see, we'll have us... Okay.
Open flame. This is that night sound. You guys be right here. What do you want? 10. Give me a D10.
Again, Violet Shy, your turn.
Give me a 1d10, please. Excellent. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Okay, this is at the beginning of the shift. Who's up and who's asleep?
If it's the first shift, that would probably be me.
Okay. Are you awake or asleep?
I would be awake.
Roll me a moment.
Okay. Well, I'd like to spend a token to re-roll that.
Okay, sure. This would be a body. Okay, you guys see it. It's, you hear a buzz in the distance. No wonder why. Are you guys stealthing or being hiding or doing anything like that?
Well, we're just setting up camp. Although, trying to set it up in a way that wouldn't just make us open targets.
It's the plane. Literally.
Yeah. There's not much. There really isn't much coverage anyway. That's why we're taking shifts to stay alert in case of trouble in the first place.
Sure, everybody roll me the body. It's the demon sprites again coming down on you.
Well, I have an idea of how to deal with them, at least. Although this is going to wake my friends up.
Well,
I will immediately whip out that Yovita phone.
Well, I'd rather you start with
the initiative.
Body. Yep. Start with that sweet body.
All right, there's that.
Let's just start. Roll me body, please.
Oh.
There we go. And then descending. Oh. There we go. Okay. Summerheart. In the distance, you can see these massive, giant demon sprites. They are huge. I wonder why you can see them, as they are literally 15-foot wingspans of 15 feet long. They are giant and massive and approaching at great speed.
Well, as memory served, there was a very clever way Professor Pinky taught us how to deal with parasprites. And that is where I would get out that Yovita phone, and I would inform my friends, "We got company. Wake up! We've got company." And I would start playing the Yovita phone.
Excellent. Roll me a charm as you begin playing the Yovita.
Whoops! Hang on. I forgot to take off the. Unless they want to help me with, unless they've got musical instruments themselves and they can help me out here.
Your companions are currently asleep right now. Only you see.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm just calling for them to wake up and.
There's the keyboard.
And I will spend 1 token to re-roll that.
Sure.
Ah.
Well, it's a 3 technically. It's a 3. So roll theirs. What's theirs? There's 2. 1, 2, 3. No, they got.
Hold on, against the 1.
They got a 5.
They got a 5.
I think that's what alerts them, right? The playing of music as they're flying and buzzing overhead. Blizzard Star, it's your turn. Your friend begins to play music. I need you to roll me a mind to see if you can wake up the music. The DC is pretty low. Yeah, you wake up. Your companion. It sounds terrible, but it wakes you up.
What's going on?
In the distance, you see what appears to be massive demon sprites coming your way.
Oh. Yeah, that's... Blizzard decides to help out his friend and tries to find anything to make music with as well.
What you got on you?
Books.
What you got on you?
I got nothing.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing. I guess you could sing a song. You could try charming them by singing a song.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you, Blizzard. What is your charm?
10.
Then I can attempt to aid you by using the Yovita phone as a backup support.
Not currently. You've already played your Yovita phone.
All right.
That's what you are doing currently right now.
All right.
Blizzard Star, what do you do?
Well, got nothing else better, so he's just gonna sing.
Sure. Then roll me a currently charmed. Three. Gotta overcome their 4.
I rolled a 10. Critical.
Go ahead and upgrade if you want to.
I'm curious of what would happen if it was.
The Royal. Yeah, well, keep
Critical
going.
12.
Keep going. Tell me about this amazing song.
15.
Tell me about this beautiful, lovely song that these massive creatures fly down and begin humming along and buzzing along with your song. What is the song that you are playing?
Well, the song he was singing is... Hold on. I need to pull up an actual music for reference for this. Give me a second.
No copyright stuff. Make sure there's no copyright.
Oh, that's a pity. I could have played.
That's a 15, man. That's really good. So he already beat it with a 10, right? So they are literally buzzing and like humming along. These creatures are massive, right? They are about 20 to 15 feet long. They could easily eat you. However,
Okay. I got it. And don't worry, this isn't copyright.
I don't know if this
sings
song
this.
I don't know if this song would be copyrighted, but it seems an appropriate one for one on your Vita phone because it sounds like bagpipes. Scotland the Brave.
Well, don't play it. Don't play it.
I'm not
Currently,
going
this is
to.
Blizzard Star who's singing along. So,
Right.
what are you singing, Blizzard? What is this amazing?
Well, this is going to be a little parody of it. That's his first words is when he first started out. He just says, "He was just a he was just a flying newbie, and he surely suffered fright. He checked his uniform and made sure his wings was tight. He had to sit and listen to those soaring winds, and he ain't gonna fly no more."
Oh, excellent. It is now the Royal Demons as they begin dancing and singing along with you, right?
Yeah,
this is what they do.
this was the
Instead of eating you, this is what they do.
Hold on.
Apologize. It's your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna post. No. Hold on.
Nothing copyright. Nothing copyright.
No. I'm just going to. This is what the song was. Posted it on General.
Oh, we are officially out of combat now that you have charm. I'm curious on how you are going to get rid of them.
Well, the way our Pinkie Pie dealt with it, she just simply led them to the Everfree Forest, or she just guided them back. She just guided them into the Everfree Forest.
So what does Blizzard start?
Hold on. We're trying to get them away, right?
Yes. They're currently charmed. And what do you go and do with them?
Good question. Because Snow stops singing. Well,
What you gonna do with them, buddy? There's 3 massive royal demon sprites They're currently singing along with you, dancing along with you. You're kind of like who's it that leads the rats out town? Paul Pepper? What's it?
The Pied Piper of Hamelin.
Pied Piper. Currently of the rats. What do you do with them?
Well, I would like them to just let them fly on their own. Just, alright, we're not that, so just move on out.
Well, they're currently charmed by you. The only reason they're not eating you is because you are seen. So here's a good question. How are you going to get them to follow your voice away from the camp? And not eat you.
My only suggestion is change the lyrics on the fly and simply ask them to go their way, leave us in peace. And that we will go in peace as well. Just like sing about, ask them just to go their way and just let us be, and we wish them no harm either.
Yeah, Snow's going to try and sing a little mellow of now the song is over, it is time to move and fly. Let your wings spread wide and let yourself roam free and fall.
So, once again, how are you trying to get rid of them?
I was trying to
basically use the song to convince them, alright, let them just buzz off.
Sure.
And not in a mean way, of course. And he didn't mean
Yeah,
that
of course, not in a mean way. Just a very, the song is now over, so let yourselves, spread and follow.
The question is, can I give him a boost while I'm playing on the Yovita phone?
I'll see why not.
Okay, well, you get a boost from me now, Blizzard.
I got an upgraded dice, so that's an 8.
Okay. You rolled a 7. They rolled an 8.
Upgrade, remember?
That's already included. You've already got an upgrade. What do you do? Are you going to keep that 7 against that 8?
Oh, hold on, I'm confused. I thought that upgraded dice adds 1 to the dice roll result.
It increases your dice.
It does not add a +1 to your roll. It simply changed the die from, in your case, a D10 to a D12.
Oh, I used it as... Oh, okay. I was confused.
It does not add a +1 to your result.
It just increases your dice by that.
Okay.
So are you going to keep that 7? That's a good question. What 3 demons as you're trying to... They're kind of like, you're trying to tell them to buzz off, and they're like, no, we're not going to buzz off. What are you doing, buddy? Are you going to keep that 7 or not?
Hold on, let me think.
You have to beat that 8, though. You have to beat
Do you want to spend 3 tokens and I can pitch in 1 or 2?
You could always succeed, yeah. Or reroll. What would you like to do?
Because in my experience, if you get more than a 50% on a regular roll...
Okay, I decided to use 3 of my tokens to auto-succeed it.
You want to borrow 1 of mine?
No, it's fine. I still have my. I still have 8 more. Well,
all right.
5 more left.
Okay.
Tell me how the power of friendship overcomes
Well, he tried to use his melody to not only convey the message that it's time to fly away,
Yeah.
but also to calm them and make sure that it's not intended to be spiteful, but rather to calm them and let them know it's time to move on. We're not a threat.
Taking your hint and enjoying your music, the demon sprites fly away, as per your instructions. The night passes by uneventfully. What do you guys do as the next day arrives?
Well, I rolled. I think whoever was it, Violet Shy. She got like a 15 and an 18, an 18 and a 15. So this would have been the next day of the 15. So we could either go there or there. That one appears to be more open trail there.
So those two happen at night. 12 and 15 happen at night.
Well, I'm going back to our first 2d20 rolls.
Correct.
For the start. So we
that was
already
the night.
moved once.
Now a brand new day. So move twice and roll twice.
Well, that was the first. We only moved once in the 2 days that Violet Shy rolled previously. So we would have been here, and now we roll twice to move twice forward. In this case, it would be my turn.
Violet Shy rolled when you guys were resting. So this is a brand new day.
Okay, so then I get. Right. So here's I'll do the d20s this time.
Okay.
And this would be us moving right there.
Excellent.
Onto the floor.
And then one more move.
And we'll stay to the trail as much as possible.
Excellent. Nothing happens during the day. Night occurs. What do you guys do as night approaches?
Again, the usual arrangement of arranging night watches, keep alert of any trouble.
Sure.
Thankful that those giant, creepy-looking parasprites were reasonable.
Quote unquote.
And great.
I need 2 rolls that night.
Okay,
I'll take the.
Next turn. So
Okay.
Roll twice. What? Two what? 2d10s.
2d20s.
2d20s again. Okay, for the night. Okay.
Okay. Nothing happens that night. Everybody gets 1 HP back if you guys are suffering any damage. You guys shouldn't have taken any damage since everybody was well rested after changing. You guys stayed very well.
Right.
You may move twice and give me 2d20s again.
Okay, now it's your turn, Blizzard Star. Please go ahead.
Alright,
Twice.
just need to roll d20s.
And move
Yes.
twice. Ooh, something does happen on the stand. Let's see here. So 3. The weather changes and improves. It is currently partly cloudy, but it's still cold and crisp. It is the plains. Grass and snow. There are slight woods here. I need you guys to roll. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 8. I need a D8.
Go ahead, Blizzard.
The
Get 3. 2, 3. Interesting. Okay. It is daytime, weirdly enough, but this occurs. Need everybody roll me to mind. See, summer. I recognize these creatures. Token layer. Flying above the canopy of small trees, you notice 3 flying insects. You recognize the smaller ones as glow bug larvae. And do you know what that is? You do know what that is. Maybe. Yep, you do. You also know that this is a glow bug queen. What do you do as these creatures are approaching?
I'm trying to remember. I know I remember. Trying to remember their. Remember, they like electricity. They feed on electricity.
I'll tell you that's wrong.
Okay, I was confusing them with something else then.
You were thinking of the Meppets.
I didn't quite hear that, I'm sorry.
The Meppets? Meppets that feed off the elements.
Okay, yeah. Oh.
It's funny that you remember that. You're close, but not close enough.
Trying to remember,
They
they
do
generally.
feed off of something. Actually, because of that 12, I will give you this. They're quirks. This is for the larvae, not the big.
Ah, yes, sand feeders and metal eaters. Fine dust. Well,
What do you do as they approach?
I would inform my friends. Those are glow bugs, and that is a queen with them. The two ones are glow bug larvae, and that one, the big one, is a queen. They feed off of sands and metals and vine dust. So they feed off sand and metal and fine dust. So the question is, what can we offer them in that regard? Because I'm looking through my personal inventory, and I don't see much that could be given to them. If anything, for the sake of them leaving us alone. Granted, we could always run. Does anyone have anything that we can use to give them as food? Blizzard?
Looking through my items, I do have some arrows.
Arrowheads made of metal?
I would assume so. It's not.
No! Oh no! These are the arrows. How many you got?
40.
Okay.
So you just want to break? Do you just want to break the arrowheads off?
Yeah, I'm going to break 5 of my arrows for the head pieces.
Personally, I wouldn't mind just doing both. Just leaving some of those metal arrowheads for them to feed on, and we just run the other way.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
They're generally not hostile creatures. If I remember, they just want food. Kind of like how vampire fruit bats, they're only interested in eating fruit. They're generally not hostile.
Well, towards you. They're clearly going towards you.
Yep, breaking 5 of my arrows to make 5 metal pieces, and just toss it for them to eat while we vamoose.
Excellent. You drop the metal for them, right? As they approach, you guys leave.
Yes,
Yep.
we leave. If they're gonna stop and eat that metal, by all means they can have it. We're out of here.
Okay. That's exactly what happened. Here, that's the first one. No, that's the beginning.
So now we can move one more time.
Yep.
So I would just have us, stick there right to the trail, Blizzard.
Yep.
Okay. What do you do as night approaches? Need everybody roll me mind to see if you guys can see the Gift Givers Lodge, where you're located. Summerheart, you see it. The Gift Givers Lodge. You see in the distance. You can see the smoke rising up from the Gift Givers Lodge. You also see the scattered trees that circle it, and the Aurora Borealis that hovers above the Gift Givers Lodge. Because of your mind, you also quickly realize that you probably need to bring a gift to the Gift Givers Lodge. Something to think about before you do arrive at the Gift Givers Lodge. Because of your natural 20, you're like, you know what? If I'm going to the Gift Givers Lodge, I probably should bring a gift.
Well, what I currently have on me is I have a bottle of brandy worth 30 bits that I got from the Cake Twins. And what else? That's pretty much all I have for the moment. But I'm wondering what else can be done here. I'm wondering what could be done to perhaps help make a gift. We got plenty of trees around here. Trying to get some kind of tools. Fashion together some woodwork.
Unfortunately, you don't. You're kind of in the middle of a barren area. There's not a lot there. You guys got snow and rock.
All the trees.
You ain't even got trees in this particular spot. You found like an area with no trees. You literally got nothing here.
Well, all I have is this bottle of brandy that I could offer them.
Rocks and stone. That's what you got around here. I mean, I guess that could be a present too, but
I could try and shoot.
What's resource for?
Let's see. As far as maybe I got a camping. I could try to use my camping kit as a way to make some like little rock sculpture. Make a rock sculpture. Gather some good-sized rocks and just spend some time chiseling away to make some rock sculptures of the gift givers themselves, or of ponies, even an earth pony, a pegasi, and a unicorn. All three of them.
How are you sculpting it? Are you gluing it together? How are you doing?
Just taking some large rocks and chiseling away at them, bit by bit, using my camping tools.
Sure. Roll me. You want this to be a mind or chunk?
I'll try mind.
It could be body if you're doing a sculpture, I guess.
I'll try a body as well. I'll try. I got
muscle the rocks together.
I've got a bit of a pony of all trades, even though it's not too much. But hey, I aced it on that.
That's good. It's crit. Go ahead and increase. Well, it's a 10, right? It doesn't go down. So write down on your gift quality of 10. So it's not great, it's not wonderful. It's neutral, right? It's about mediocre craftsmanship.
Well, I'm gonna throw those in with So 3 stone pony statues.
That's why it's wrong, because you know that the gift givers are reindeer, but they're ponies. You did them ponies.
Well, I didn't. I don't suppose it. images of themselves or ponies, does it matter? Do they prefer ones of themselves, or do they like ponies, considering they're these mystical reindeer? And the statues can serve as a symbol of continual friendship between them and the 3 pony races.
Sure.
Symbols of friendship of the 3 pony races. Craft quality 10. And I will add that in with the bottle of brandy as my gift to the gift givers.
Blizzard Star, what are you going to gift the gift givers?
That's right, I forgot.
Currently, you're not in a suited resource area.
Not only that, but I'm looking through my equipment, and all I got is a rare book, boarding, saddlebag, pony bombs, clothes, apples, a health potion, the ancient ice bow, arrows, and an ice one, single use. His brother's Memoria, and 2 dark stones.
You said dark? You said dark stones?
Yeah.
Are you going to touch them?
I'm just looking through my inventory. I'm not gonna touch them.
Just asking.
I would not, considering what we've learned about them. We know exactly what they do.
Well, I mean, are you going to touch them?
To be fair, I've been holding them since during the mines that we found.
Yeah. Have you been touching them?
No.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, having known about them, I would prefer they be destroyed. How, I don't know. Where, when, I don't know. But either way, I would rather see to it that they were destroyed. Things of that power and evil, it's like the One Ring. We're better off destroying them one way or another.
But don't you think that we could research them to decide? Well, research them and find some weaknesses. Probably learn how to even destroy them without going so much of a hassle. Experimenting with them and learning what we can, learn from them.
No. Some things are best left not being known about. If they are, they are too evil. They are too powerful. If there is an opportunity to destroy them, I would. If I had an opportunity to destroy them, I would do it.
Well, and I guess I can give the gift givers the ancient ice bow.
What about that book?
Well, it's rare, but
have you read it? Do you know everything? Have you learned everything there is to know about it?
No, I haven't.
No. Perhaps now would be a good time to read through it if it's safe to do so.
Oh yeah, it's about time to go to bed. You got a nice campfire going with you?
Well, I guess it couldn't hurt to read it.
Tell me
At least
about
read
this book.
during your shift. If you want to take the first watch this time, and I'll take the morning.
Yeah, I'll take the first watch.
Take time to read it. Read what you can from it.
Tell me about this book. In particular, about this subject matter. Tell me about this book.
Hold on. For clarification, what would be considered a rare subject?
Knowledge that is usually incredibly rare to find. What in particular subject are you looking for?
That's the thing. I'm not entirely sure. That's why I figured that I should ask so I can get an idea.
So, for example, knowledge about the gift givers would be knowledge about Princess Miyamura Cadenza, Princess the Changelings, something specific. You could go anything past like you could attempt to identify any of your magical items that you have not finished identifying. There's several things that you do that. And don't forget, you can only make one attempt once per game session, so if there's something there that you haven't identified yet, it could help you. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, poke, poke. Look at the stuff I've presented you. Surely not everything's been discovered.
Right. The symbols of the fall and the familiar hoof riding, and of course the strange stones and simple robes.
Hell, even your ice bow hasn't been completely identified. There's so much that you guys haven't identified yet. What would you like to discover?
I thought we fully identified the simple robe.
Let's see here. Which one?
Price 2, a simple robe, but it has a... bag of 100 TB, silver coffers, iron ore. No, maybe I have it.
Well, whoever owns that simple robe, I think that would also be a nice gift.
I think it might be the party.
This is for this. You guys currently have 5 charges on.
Okay.
And it's random. But you can't get these items. Yeah, this would have been really useful. Got the gold, got the ladder, got 4 potions of healing, a rowboat. Yeah, I got lots of stuff here. You can get dogs. Luminescence, where are you, Luminescence? There's your dogs that you were wanting.
I'm going to use my real book to translate the thieves' camp on the hoof riding, the torn up notes.
Okay, excellent. This is part 3. That's it. In pace. The thieves. A copy. You discovered everything there is to know about this. Maybe? No.
We only translated Old Ponus. We don't know the Pandaria side.
Okay.
And we're translating Thieves' Camp.
Thieves' Camp, there we go. Oh, you don't know what this is. So there's a PS to this.
Oh.
Save. Okay. This is Thieves' Camp. This just states the following. Would you like to read it out loud, or would you like me to do it?
I'll read it out loud.
Sure.
Princess Kate, I hope this message finds you. Cruelty is on the march with his army. I have seen the massive hordes of demons pouring out of the bloodstones. the demons are sacrificing innocent creatures to create a permanent portal to the plane of pain, the domain of cruelty. There, the element of disharmony plans to conquer the frozen north, and then all of Equestria. P.S. No, and P.S. which we can understand because it's in Pantheria.
Yep. You've had this for quite some time, actually. And you've actually traveled through one of the bloodstones.
Now, if only to actually identify who wrote this.
Roll me a mind. You're still not sure.
I'm going to roll that.
Yeah, you still don't know.
I'm going to use my tokens.
Sure. You're
3 of them.
You're confident that is your brother. You know, deep in your heart, through the power of friendship, you know that this is your brother's hoof riding.
Only if he didn't use so many languages, I get that secrets need to be kept, but... Oh, yeah.
Huh, the secret information. Secret information. Who knew
I
that
get
secret
that.
information would be hard to find? Who knew? And technically, your book shouldn't even be allowed to be read in these camps. So you're welcome as a generous DM. As a generous DM. Technically, your book shouldn't even be able to do that. I can see the Pantheria, but not the thief. So you're welcome. You're welcome that I have cheated. I'll let you cheat. Okay. Anything else? You now have a book on thieves' camp. Keep that close. Write that down. A book of thieves' camp, in case you come across any more stupid messages.
Well, if there's nothing else, Blizzard's just gonna keep watch, and... Well,
what gift do you have in mind for the gift givers, if not that book?
Yep. Well, I mean, you could still give it to me.
Well, I could have had to give them the 8 and ice bow. Besides, I barely even use it.
You don't use it. There's so many times you haven't even identified it. You haven't even identified it completely.
Not only that, I have my magic, which has been in quite a lot.
Yep.
I probably could use it, but at the same time, I've done well relying on my natural earth pony strength.
That night, nothing happens. It is the next day. What do you guys do?
We just make our way straight for the gift giver's lodge. And it would be Violet Shy's. Well, yeah.
I think that's where we'll open up the next session. The gift giver's lodge. Let's go ahead and move you guys over there. And I think this is a good place to stop.
Very good place to stop.
Where are you, gift givers? Move you guys up. Oh, there we go. And then paste should be you guys. Nope, that's not you. Right. Leave you back at the chamber. back at the Queen's Chambers. Okay. Copy and paste. I'm going to drag Luminous just in case he shows. If not, easy enough to boot. And everybody. Excellent. Boom. Everybody should be here. Okay, excellent. We'll start this off in the next session, the Gift Keeper's Lodge. We will see you folks in the next video. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Later, folks.